Hello, 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 my brothers. Hello, my sisters out there. How you doing? How you doing? We got a hot show tonight. Your brother Tony is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's time to get some good soul food tonight. We got a good topic tonight. If there's anything that you would like to say during the broadcast, my brothers and sisters, by all means, you can make your comments below, but be very, very respectful, okay? How you doing, Sister Flo Harvey Morning? I see you, John Hancock down there. How you doing? Come on in, brothers. Come on in, sisters, so you can have a good preview of this tantalizing show. How you doing, Sister Mary? How you doing, Sister Sherry E. Smith? Come on into the house with your brother. Your brother been looking forward to talk to you all this evening. Feel good to be among family. Come on in. And if you're not family, we're going to adopt you in tonight. So come on in so you can enjoy this show with your brother Tony. We're going to give a few more people opportunity to come in. Don't sit, wait, let the back come close to the front so you can get to the good content this evening. I hope that you all are feeling good tonight so you can get some of that good soul food tonight. Come on. Everybody, come on. Welcome to the kitchen. Come on. Because we got something cooking, and I'm not the rock, but we got some good cooking. Come on. Woo, I'm looking forward to this show tonight. And I know some of you sisters, you got something to say. The brothers, they probably ain't no hard to say too much, but I know you sisters gonna have something to say. But I need to tell you something, okay? So come on in. Well, howdy, how you all doing this evening? If this is your first time looking at the broadcast, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tony M. Toomer, and I talk about relationship. Yes, I talk about relationships. I talk about relationship between that of a man and a woman from a biblical perspective per se. When I say biblical, God created the man first. Then secondly, he created the woman Eve. It's documented in the book of Genesis. When God represented the woman to the man Adam said, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, I should call a woman because she came from man. That's the position I come from. Now, if you believe in another type of relationship, my brother and sister, you have what is called a free will. You can do whatever you choose to do. But if you look at this particular broadcast, I'll basically talk about the relationship between men and women. And you're welcome to look at it. And I hope that you do. Maybe you could get something out of it. With that said, my brother and sister, the show for tonight. Just a question. Why do some women think that most men only want to be a friend? That's an interesting perplexed question. Why do some women think that most men only want to be a friend? Now, if you notice, I did not say all women, and I did not say all men. I strategically chose the word some women, and I strategically chose the word most men. Why do some women think that most men only want to be a friend? Let's go to the book of Proverbs. And the book of Proverbs 18:24, that's Proverbs 18:24. It is talking about a friend, okay? It's talking about a friend. A man or many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. This is what Proverbs say. A man may have many companions. It say a man or many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend that sticketh closer to the brother. We're talking about the word friends. Different people use the word friends to mean different things, okay? That's how some people do. They use the word friend to represent different things. Now, let's go to the dictionary and define the word friend. The word friend, according to the dictionary, is a person whom one knows, like, and trusts. A person whom one knows or is acquainted with. A person with whom one is in allegiance with when it comes to struggle or cause. One who supports, sympathizes with, or patronizes a group. Now, what is a friend with benefit? Let's see what the word friend with benefits mean. Friends with benefit is defined as a friend with whom one has occasionally and casually sexual relationship with. So we have the word friend and we have the word friends with benefit. Now, you sisters that looking at this broadcast and you brothers, I want you to switch seat with these sisters. I want the sisters to sit closer to me tonight. And I want you brothers to sit right behind the sisters. And brothers, while I'm talking mostly to the sisters, but I want you brothers to kick back and enjoy the show. Because most of you brothers will admit what I'm about to say to these sisters. You will admit tonight, most of you, I'm not saying all you brothers, but most of you brothers, you will silently agree with what I'm saying because this is some real truth. Now, sisters, I have a question for you. I have 2 pills. In my left hand, I have what is called the blue pill. And in my right hand, I have what is called the red pill. I want to know, sister, which pill do you want to take? Do you want the blue pill or you want the red pill? Let me tell you what these pills represent. The blue pill represent fantasy, unrealistic expectations. That's what the blue pill represents. Fantasy, unrealistic expectation, and doing the norm. The red pill, sister, means pure facts. You want to see the world how it really operates. So, sister, which pill do you want to take? The blue pill? Do you want me to talk to you about fantasy tonight when it comes to why do some women think that most men only want to be a friend? Or do you want to take the red pill? Do you want to know the truth? How you doing, Sister Chain Chain? So, one of you sisters, let me know. Do you want the blue pill tonight? That's fantasy. Or do you want the red pill so I can talk realistically? Let me know which pill you want to take so I can get on with what I want to talk about. Because if you want some blue pill, I can give you some fantasy. Sister Keisha said red pill. Okay, I'm going to give you some facts tonight. Thank you, Sister Keisha. Now, here goes some red pill for you. Now, I have a question. Can a man really view a woman as only his friend? I want you, sister, do you really think that a man could view you as only a friend? What do you think? Is that a yes or no? Do you really think that a man could view you strictly as a friend? I hear crickets. Sister Flo said the red pill. Let me tell you, since you all want the red pill tonight and you don't want the blue pill, Sister Keisha said all depends in my opinion. Okay, thank you, Sister Keisha. Thank you for that. Most men, brothers and sisters, most men that are in a relationship with a woman, let me start from this way. Most men that are currently in a relationship with a woman really doesn't want his woman being close to a man or male friend. Listen to what I'm saying carefully again. Most men that are in a relationship with a woman, when I say a relationship, I mean one that is serious, committed, in a covenant relationship, really don't want his woman having a close relationship with a male friend or friends. Now, before I say anything else, some of you sisters will probably say he shouldn't be insecure. That's what some sister will say. If he in a committed, serious, and covenant relationship, he should trust his woman. It's not about trust, what I'm about to talk about. It's not about trust. It's about something else, okay? It's about something else. Speaking of trust, let's take a visit back to the Garden of Eden. Let's take a visit way back at the dawn of time. Let's go back to the Garden of Eden. Let's check out Adam and Eve. Let's check out Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve were accustomed to talking to God and one another. That's what Adam and Eve was accustomed to. Then, in the process of time, Eve came up and started talking to someone else. She wasn't talking to God, and she wasn't talking to Adam. That's who she should have had her conversation with, God and Adam. That's who she should have had. But no, Eve took her time and she started talking to this other individual. This other individual was disguised as a serpent, a talking serpent. He used his serpent body and he communicated with Eve. Now keep in mind, Eve was perfect. Eve was perfect. Her and Adam did not have no problem with trust. They were transparent in everything. So trust is not the issue. Insecurity is not the issue. Transparency is not the issue. Eve started talking to this serpent. The serpent wanted something out of Eve. What did the serpent want out of Eve? What the serpent did, he taught Eve into doing something because he wanted something out of it. What did Satan want out of Eve? He wanted to hoodwink her. He sold her on some words. He knew that Eve was emotional and everything, so he sold Eve a wrapped up product that looked good. But he did not tell Eve what was going to happen on the back end of it. Now, some of you saying, why are you saying this, Tony? I'm trying to make a point. That's why I'm saying this. The Bible clearly says that the woman, and I'm trying to say this as nice as possible. It said that the woman was basically hoodwinked, not the man. She was tricked. She was bamboozled and everything. She had a good, close relationship with God. She had a good, close relationship with her man, Adam, but she was tricked. There's no woman that ever lived on the earth that had the type of wisdom and knowledge as Eve did in a perfect state. Now, everybody that came after Adam and Eve, imperfect. The only man that had a whole lot of wisdom after Adam, called Adam had the totality of wisdom and everything before he fell. We talked about Solomon, but Solomon messed up, even though he had all that wisdom. Now, like I say, most men that have a relationship with a woman, we know that women are emotional. We know women are emotional. We know that there's a thing that we know that there are some guys out there that can disguise themselves per se as angels of light, but they're really wolf in sheep clothing. Why do we know it? Because men know men. Men know men better than women know men. Men know how men move. We know how one another move. You sisters don't know how men move. You observe how men move. We being men, we know how men move. We know the conversation men have. We know it. we could pick up on another brother real quick like that. We could pick up on the motive and stuff on another brother quicker than you sisters can. Now, why am I saying all this? Most men really don't want their woman that they're in a relationship with to have a close, quote unquote, close male friend or male friend. Quote, because you see, when it comes down to friend, when it comes down to me and sister, you got to understand it. You want some red pill, here goes some red pill for you. The woman, another woman, she either going to be, you want to play with the friend word. Most men, it's the friend and the friend with benefits. Most men that talk to women, whether they get to home run or not, view majority of the women as friends with benefits. But I'm going to elaborate on that a little shortly. Do you think, my sister, do you think that if a man is in a relationship with a woman, do you see that man having a problem with his woman hanging out with another man? How you doing, mother? I see your joint haircut down there. Do any of you sisters see a man being in a relationship with a woman? Do you think a man would not mind his woman hanging out with another man? What you think about that? If his woman say that she got a male friend, do you think that that man want his woman to hang out with another man? If you don't think it's a problem with a woman hanging out with another man and she's in a relationship with a man, put 1. If you don't think that a woman needs to hang out with another man and she's in a relationship, put 2. Sister Keisha said yes, because he knows how men think. How you doing, my sister Renee? Again, my sister and brothers, but I know you sister, you're going to come quicker than these guys. Do you, sister, really believe that a man does not mind his woman hanging out with another man? That's 1. He doesn't mind. Number 2, this man, he does not want his woman to hang out with another man. So number 1, he don't care whether his woman hang out with another man. Number 2, he minds. Two. That's right. 2. How you doing, Sister Nisa? 2. Let me tell you something. Keisha, 2. Let me tell you something. You all are right on that. The red pill of it is, no man wants his woman hanging around another man. It doesn't matter whether she was in kindergarten with this man. How you doing, Sister Lisa? It doesn't matter whether this man was in kindergarten with this woman. When this man come into the scene and he is exposed to the man, he could be at a party or anything. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you some more red pill stuff. Do you not realize, let's say that it's a gathering, a party or something like that, and the woman could be with her man at a party, and she introduced him to this other man. She could introduce him to this other man, and the man that's with her, he could pick up on the vibes of this other man. Do you know that? You sister, you all could pick up on the vibes of other women. You all know, you sister, you know how women move. For example, if I was dating one of you women, and we came and we was at a party, and a woman came up, you could pick up the vibes of that other woman quicker than I can. You know why you could pick it up? Because you're a woman. You all know how women move. So it's the same thing. Men know how men move. It ain't about insecurity. Now, some men, they are insecure. Some men are insecure. But a lot of men, we could pull these guys out. Now, why do some women think that most men only want to be friends. Here's some 100% red pill for you, my sisters and brothers. The average man doesn't want to be viewed as only a friend. Are you sister listening to me? The average man does not want to be only viewed as a friend. Most men, sister, do not want to be put in what is called the friend zone. The only reason some men are put in the friend zone is basically because you let it be known that that's all it's going to be. You probably verbally said it, and that man took you serious, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't come to his mind. And I'm going to tell you what be coming to his mind. That's right, Sister Keisha, no responsibility or expectation. Sister, men are visuals. We are visuals. Even if a man is married, the man is still not blind. He could have a beautiful wife, but he still see other beautiful women. Just like a woman, she could be married, and her husband could be the bomb, but she going to see somebody else that look good to her. But there's a factor called temptation. This is the big thing. It's a thing called temptation. Sister, if you are an attractive woman, listen to me carefully. If you are an attractive woman, some people say beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, but if you're a fairly attractive woman, no man really wants to be just your friend. He may say it or he might not say it. Most of them are not going to say it. But let me tell you something, sister. Do you not know that a man could wait for you for 20 plus years before he make a move? Are you aware of that, sister? A man could wait many years before he make a move on you. Now, the average man wants something more than that because men only really have men for friends. You understand? Men basically have men for friends. I know that's tough for some of you all to get around your head. Men have men for friends. Men really don't have women, quote unquote, for friends, unless it's something there. Now, and I'm going to prove what I'm saying shortly. I'm going to go over while I'm saying this. Sisters, I have a question. The man that you dealing with, some of you single sisters out there, the man that you talk to, have any of you experienced a man that you was talking to, some of you sisters, a man that you were talking to that you thought was your friend? Have it ever been where a man eventually came out the closet? When I say came out the closet, I'm not saying that he's like other men. That's not what I'm talking about. Well, I put it this way. He opened up the door and he let you know what he really think about you. Have any of you sister ever had this guy friend that say things like, that cleavage up there look real good. You sure got some hips on you. This your guy friend now. Those hips sure looking good, girl. And then look at that butt, girl. Do you think that's really your friend? Have any of you sister had a guy friend that said little remarks like that? I'm going to tell you what those little remarks mean. If this guy really your friend. Have a guy ever told you something like, well, if I were your man, I'd do this. Now, some of you sisters, you want to go cricket. You want to go crickets with me. Some of you have had a guy friend that you thought was your friend, but you knew he liked you. Keisha said yes. Some of you sisters, you know the man liked you. He was trying to find a way how to approach you. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to find a way to approach you. Have any of you sisters ever had this male friend that the guy that you was dating, he had a problem with the guy you was dating? You go talk to him about it, but he never tried to encourage that man. You see, Keisha says she's going through this now. Thank you, Sister Keisha. If you're an attractive woman, you see, Sister Flo said, yes, it works. I'm telling you, sister, when men when they say little things like that, these men are looking at you for more than just buddies or friends. They looking for something else. Most of these guys, they're looking for something deeper. Now, some of you sisters that are listening to me tonight, and some of the brothers, they back there in the back eating their popcorn and stuff. Some of them probably getting pissed off because I'm opening up the playbook and telling you all some stuff. Some of you sisters that listen to me right now will say that my friend Rico and I have been friends for 20, 30, 40 years, and he never said nothing out of the way to me, or he never did nothing out of the way. So I'm living proof, Tony, that men and women can always be friends. He just see me as a friend. That's all he see me as a friend. That's bull crap. You all know I don't cuss like that, but that's manure. That's what it is. Let me tell you something, sister. Some of you sisters, you got this man in a friend zone. But he been trying to get out for years. He been waiting and waiting and waiting. Some of these guys, notice I don't say all, but some of these guys, they've been waiting for the opportunity and they got pissed off and you didn't know it because you put them in the friend zone. These are some guys, some of you sisters, you call and you tell your problems to what you have with your man. And you think he really want to listen to what you talking about. He's not no counselor. He quote unquote, he's your friend, but this man secretly wants you, sister, especially if you are an attractive woman. Let me tell you something about a woman that's not too physically attractive. If a man hang around a woman that's not too physically attractive, the more he hang around this woman, somebody gonna catch feeling. The woman gonna get feeling, and this don't have nothing to do with sex, okay? This emotional bonding, okay? Or what they call love bonding, whatever you want to call it. Somebody gonna catch some feeling. And we men, we are attracted to women, okay? We attract to women. Keisha said, this guy have been waiting and waiting for me for overseas. So Keisha know what I'm talking about. So this man, sister, that you sharing your problem with other guys, and he's not no counselor. A lot of guys that you sharing something with want you. Because if you hear a phrase like that, if you go to the man and say, if I were my man doing this, my man doing this, and he come back and say, well, if I were your man, I would do this and all that. You got to listen. Don't hear. You got to listen. If he say, if I were your man, he really want to have something to do with you. He really do. Now, let me tell you this, some of you sisters. Let me tell you this. Listen to me carefully. If you have crossed the line with a man, and when I say cross the line, if you have been, quote unquote, let me give you the definition. Friends with benefits. What is friend with benefit? I said it earlier. This is what friend with benefit. It said a friend with whom one have occasionally and casually have a sexual relationship with. My brothers and sisters, once you have sex with someone, you don't be what you used to be no more. You never be what you used to be once you have sex with somebody. Some of you want to say, we can be the same. You can't. That's just like you get a toothpaste tube, and you are trying to get the toothpaste to come out the tube. Once you try to get the toothpaste to come out the tube, once it come out and you try to push it back in, you can't get all of it back in because some going to be on the side. You could probably get most of it back in, but once the toothpaste come out, you can't put it back in the way it came out. So I'm telling you, sister, if any of you have had a male friend that you slept with, even if it's one time, you will never be what you used to be. You know why? Because a lot of stuff came after that. You discover more about that person. When you look at that person, some flashbacks gonna always come back to your mind. Even if y'all had this physical relationship one time, when you see one another, it's gonna come to your mind because you have went there. You have went there. You're not friends no more. You used to be friends, but you're not friends no more. You have crossed a line that you can't go back cross. Now, if a man is married, listen to me carefully. If a man is married, his wife is his friend. If a man is married, his wife is supposed to be his friend. His wife is supposed to be his best friend. Any woman outside of his wife is his mother, his sister, his daughter, or his aunts, or something like that. A married man don't have friends. A married man could have associates or business partners. Like I call you something. Like I call you sisters. If I don't call you sister, I look at you another way. When I look at you, sister, when I talk to when I communicate with some of you, I have to look at, if you notice I call you all sisters, right? When I call you sister, right, it got to be respect. I got to call you sisters, right? You my sister. And I have to look at you as if you came out of my own mama, or we came from the same mama. That's how I have to look at you all. If I don't look at you all that way, I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm going to look at you all another way. And that's how another man going to look at you another way. If a man cannot put you all in the category, or you my sister, because if they can't say you their sister, they're going to look at you another way. That's just some red pill for you. Sister, if you aren't in a serious, committed, or covenant relationship with a man, you have to ask yourself this question. What is it about you that draw this man to you? If the man is married, ask yourself this question. What is it about me that draw him to me? What does he want from me? He married. What is it about me he wants? We all have motives. Sister, if I'm a married man and I want to hang around you, I want something from you. You understand what I'm saying? I look at you as more than my friend. I'm just being truthful with you, sister, and I'm telling you how men think. If I'm supposed to be married, and Sister Keith said probably the way he treat his wife and his mother. Yes. So, sister, if I just want to hang out with you, why do I want to hang out with you? I got to ask you, you're going to say, Tony married. Why do he want to hang out with me? Why do Tony want to see me? Why do Tony want to do these things with me? If I'm being married and I want to hang and stuff out with you, I'm attracted to you some way. So what comes with attraction? What comes with attraction? You all know what comes with attraction. You understand? So I have to have it where I have to view a woman as an associate or a business partner. And it have to go like that way. If I get outside of that, it's something else. Most men, sister, they're not going to see you that way. The bottom line is this, my sister. Most men, they're going to see you as this. Listen to me carefully. Don't hear me, listen. Most men, when they come to you, they got to see you as a wife. If they don't see you as a wife or a potential wife, they seeing you as something else. Keisha said, it said men think about sex majority of the day. Hell, women do that too. That's right. So, Keisha, I'm glad you said that. Let me tell you something, sisters. Thank you, Keisha, for bringing that up. Keisha gave me some free material. I got to give her a pass to McDonald's. But anyway, sister, Keisha brought up a good point. Let me tell you about men. Let me tell you about us men. Us men. Me, us men. If you are a healthy male, if a man is a healthy male, healthy males think about sex every day. Healthy males think about sex throughout the day. We have what is called in us testosterone. Testosterone causes our voice to be low, grow those facial hair, and all that kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, I have to shave every day. If I don't, like tonight, I can feel some hair coming up on my head right now. When I do my hand like this, I can feel some stubble. You might can't feel it. And my face, I have to trim every day. If I don't trim every day, eventually I'm gonna look like Bruh Bear. But men, sister, healthy male, listen to what I'm saying, sister. Healthy male think about sex throughout the day. If a healthy male does not have access to a woman, he's going to have a build-up. What do I mean by build-up? I'm talking about semen retention. That's what I'm talking about, semen retention. What happens? The semen build up down in the man, around the man's testicle, his scrotum area, right? So the longer a man doesn't have sex, sister, the more a man have to understand his body. The more a man don't have sex, the more it's gonna come to his mind, unless a man knows his body, right? So when a man is getting full with that fluid in his scrotum area, around his testicles, what's gonna happen? It's gonna have to come out, sister. It's got to come out. A healthy male, it's got to come out. It's gonna come out one of three ways. That man is going to masturbate. If he doesn't masturbate, he's going to have what is called a wet dream. What is, you know what masturbation is? That means he gets some lotion or grease and go play with it and go to work so it could come out. The second thing he could do after the masturbation, if he don't get to the masturbation, it's going to be a wet dream. What is a wet dream? A wet dream is while the man is asleep, when he is in his REM state, he doesn't have no control over it. There is going to be a woman that is going to be a guest star in his dream. He could have been thinking about that woman and she pop up in his dream. Or it could be a woman that he wasn't even thinking about that make a special introduction into his dream. Look at Sister Keisha. That's the fourth thing, Keisha. And then when the man is having a wet dream, let me tell you what's going on in a man's mind, sisters. And the brothers know it. It seems like a man is having sex for real in the dream. It seems so real. And after the man dream, he's going to release himself. When he releases himself, he's going to either see it on his thigh in the morning, he's going to see it on the sheet, and when he see it, it's going to be dried up on his thigh, or it's going to be on the bed or something like that. Okay? Now, sometime when a man having a wet dream, he could realize he having a dream. He could realize he having a dream, but his name ain't Martin Luther King, but he could realize he having a dream. So he could come from that subconscious state to the conscious state, and he could catch himself. Now, and the final thing is, if it's not masturbation, if it's not a wet dream, it's a woman. Most men would prefer to go to a woman than to masturbate or to have a wet dream. That's why some of you sisters that are in a relationship with a man, you could be dead sleep at night. You could be in a deep sleep with your mouth hanging open, slow up coming out of your mouth. That man flip you over in the wee hours in the morning. Because at that particular time, if you notice this, at that particular time, prior to that, he probably didn't touch you or nothing. But early in the morning, he flip you over, or you feel him getting frisky, right? You feel him getting frisky and he flip you over. And you know what happened is on and popping, right? Now, what does that have to do with a woman and a man? You got to understand this, sister. That's why I'm telling you, sister, this some deep stuff. Men can't hang around women all the time because of that buildup. And if he's a healthy man and he's around you, sister, eventually he's going to want to touch you. Eventually. He's going to want to touch you. And then the woman don't have to be very attractive. If he hang around that lady and he don't see nothing else available, he'll go to this woman that's not that attractive. Let me tell you something. Some of you sisters, when you see a man let me put it this way. Some of you sisters are in a relationship with a man. Thank you, Sister Keith. Some of you sisters are in a relationship with a man. If this man go out to be with another woman, if he's married, it's adultery. If he just going with you, he having fornication with you, so he going to have fornication with another woman. So either you and him single and y'all having sex, that's fornication. If y'all married and he go out, that's adultery. But the bottom line is sex. Now, let me tell you something, sister. Most of the time when men go out and have sex with another woman, what I'm about to say, I'm not justifying nothing that I'm saying, but I'm just trying to give you, I'm just trying to take you down how men think. Most of the time when men go out to have sex with other women, his intention is not leaving, especially if he's married. His intention is not on leaving his wife and home and stuff. That's not his intention. But what I'm saying, I'm not trying to justify. Listen to me carefully. I'm not justifying. I'm just telling you, sister, what's going on. He go outside and have sex with a woman. Most of the time when a man go out and have sex with a woman, in that man's mind, it's just having sex. What do I mean by that? I mean that his mind and his emotion most of the time does not be attached to that woman that he having sex with. Okay? It doesn't, his mind and emotion really don't be that. But you see the tricky part about that is if a man is married and he continue to have sex with another woman, eventually he's going to start developing feelings for her. Eventually, if he keep touching her body, he's going to start having feelings. Initially, he could separate the feeling and the emotion from the body. But he keep touching that other lady, he's going to start getting some feelings for her. Even if he called this woman his friend. Once he keep hanging around that woman, eventually they're going to have sex. It's just all to it. If a man continue to hang around a woman, He's going to have sex with her. That's just all to it. That's why I be questioning some of these things. Like some people, some men and women say they friends. And we can sleep together. I could walk around him and I don't have no clothes on. Let me tell you something, sister. If you have a guy friend, quote unquote friend, and you invite him over to your place and you walking around with some little skimpy stuff on, and he doesn't say nothing to you verbally, what you think going on in that man's mind? If you have on those tight outfits, what do you think going on in that man's mind? If that man see your cleavage, what do you think going on in that man's mind? If he see your camel toes in those tight pants, what do you think that man thinking, your friend? I have told you sisters this before. I have told you this before. If you really want to know whether a man your friend, ask him this question. If I came over to your place, excuse me, if I came over to your place and I had this trench coat on and I came into your place and I opened it up and I didn't have no clothes on, what would you do? See what he say. Or better yet, ask him, if you come up to my house one day and when I open the door and I have this outfit on, I just open it and show you my body, what would you do? Would you close the front of it up, or what would you do? You want to see? You want to find out what that man, your friend? You'll see. But don't play that game, because you're going to lose that game, sister. If you tempt a man that way, you're going to lose, especially if he's been warning you. Now, can men and women be friends? You could be distant friends. But if you hang around one another, eventually something going to happen. Because, sister, if you are sharing your hopes, your dreams, your disappointment with this man, especially if you're in another relationship with another man, and you come and telling this other man, that's a danger some of you sisters do. Excuse me, I got a cold. Let me tell you something, sister. Some of you sisters that are in a relationship with a man, you go talk to this other man about the problem that you and this other man have. I have told you all this before, and it's happened over and over again. Why are you going telling your man friend problem that you and your man having? If you have this man friend in the friend zone, he will come out of that friend zone. Because some of you sisters, I don't care how old you are, you go around another man that's supposed to be your friend. Why would you go around another man if you have a problem with your man? Why would you do that? You don't realize that you're vulnerable at that time? Most of you don't. You think that you're superwoman. You think that you can control everything. You can't. Eve could not control what happened in the Garden of Eden, and she was perfect. So what makes some of you sisters think that you can control everything? None of you don't have nothing on Eve. Eve was perfect. You're not. And Eve fell for the okie doke. Eve went talking to somebody else when she should have been talking to Adam and God. So, sister, why would you go talk to somebody else when you having a problem with your man? You go and talk to this other man that's not a counselor. He's not your associate. He's not your business partner. You're not paying for service in monetary way. Monetary, you know what I'm talking about. You're not paying him to do it. You paying him by laying on your back. Most men that you talk to, sister, that you call your friend, after you sleep with him, you wonder why you did it. You did it because you were vulnerable at that time. And you thought that man was your friend. He's not your friend. He's a friend with benefits. He's not no counselor, so he's a friend with benefits. Most men, not all men, will string you along on the friends with benefits. They could be dating other people. They could be doing whatever they want to do, but they'll see you every now and then. They'll talk to you briefly, see how you doing and all that kind of stuff, but they want to get to the point where you lay on your back. They would take you out, do all kinds of stuff. Some of them, they'll go out in public with you, your friend, but a friend with benefit, and y'all supposed to have an understanding. But you see, the thing with friend with benefit, you're going to catch feelings. There's no way you're going to continue to be in a relationship with friend with benefit without somebody catching feelings. Majority of the time, your sister, you catch the feeling first, then the man, he trail behind. If you keep dealing with someone that you call your friend, something's going to happen. That is about the law of attraction. A healthy male and a healthy female, you're going to get attracted to one another. That's why, my brothers, if you are in a relationship with a woman, you're supposed to have limited contact with another woman. Very limited. You don't get into a lot of stuff with another woman, brother, if you're in a relationship with another woman. Your woman, brother, if you're in a relationship with a woman, she don't want you going talking to another woman about what's going on in your house. She don't want you sharing your hopes and dreams with another woman. Your disappointments. She don't want you going telling another woman what's going on in your house. And it's vice versa too, sister. No man don't want you going talking to another man about what's going on in your house. You understand? So in general, what am I really saying? Can a man and woman be friends? It's possible. Notice I didn't say yes or no. I said it's possible, but the reality of it is it's just like this. It's just like this. But let me tell you something, sister. Listen to your brother Tony. Listen to your brother Tony. If you have a guy friend, let me tell you this. If you have a guy friend, he have thought about having sex with you. How about that? If you have a guy friend, any man that you got a guy friend, he have thought about having sex with you. Whether he have said it or not. Some of them will come out and say it, some of them won't. So I'm telling you now. Most men think about that. Most men would jump on it quick. So why would you be surprised? Why would you be surprised? It's hard. That going back to my statement, what I said earlier. Most men don't want their woman being friends with other men. It ain't too many men that would say, I don't mind my woman having male friends. What man want another man continue to call his woman? What man want another man texting his woman? What man want his woman going out on dates and stuff with another man? What man is a man that don't care? A man don't care. He don't care if his woman talking to another man on the phone. A man don't care if a woman getting texted from another man. A man don't care, don't mind if his woman go to another man's house to hang out. That's a man that don't care. But men that don't care, they're gonna question, and it's not about being insecure. Men know men. Men know that another man can have sex with his woman and there's no attachment. That's what we know. We know that another man will have sex with your woman. There's no attachment there, but the man know that that's a possibility that his woman would get attached. Men and women don't operate the same. Women get attached quicker than men. And that's what men know. That's why when a man find out that a woman, his woman, been sleeping with another man. That's why a lot of men want to cut their women out of their lives. And it's hypocrisy, but a lot of men would do it. You women, most of the time, you all could tolerate when your man go with another woman. You all could tolerate it more than a man. But most men cannot tolerate find out they woman being with another man, especially if it was supposed to be her friend. Don't you know how you think some men feel, and it could go for women too, when a man is introduced to another man that slept with his woman? Yeah, everybody got a pass, but she introduced him to a man, but she didn't tell everything about it. You know what I mean? And then to top it off, she said, "This is my friend." She introduced her man to this guy friend. She said, "This is my friend, this is my husband." Then he found out that they had a history. I know it's sign hypocrisy, but that's just how it is. So the bottom line, be careful who your friends are, sister, but most of the guys that are your friend, you have to make it clear that, hey, we're just friends and that's it. Don't think about nothing else. You got to be clear. You got to be, sister, you got to watch how you dress around your guy friends, where you hang at. My suggestion, don't be hanging out solo with your guy friend, because if you do and you put a little alcohol in it, it's on and popping. If you have a guy friend, sister, and you say y'all can sleep together, he can spend the night and nothing don't happen, keep playing with fire. Smoking Bear said fire can burn. You know, smoking, if you put a match there, when you light a match, it could cause the whole forest fire. My name is Tony M. Toomer. Thank you, brother, sister, for hanging out. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace out.